So Trump decided to extend the social distancing deadline until April 30th. That means that the country's still going to remain shut down. I believe that the businesses that are closed now will still remain closed, or he might decide to reopen some of them, but under stricter guidelines. To be honest, that also seems very highly unlikely that he will even reopen the other businesses. I'm saying if he decides to, it'll probably be under stricter guidelines, but if he doesn't, the country will remain shut down until April 30th. I guess when April 30th comes and arrives, the president is going to evaluate the situation and decide if the country should stay closed longer while they deal with this pandemic, or if it should be reopened but under strict guidelines. It's bad, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm not trying to fearmonger you. It's bad, and we're probably going to go through a major storm before it gets any better. But it doesn't mean that you don't give up and you don't, if you are a believer, that you don't give up on the Most High, because none of this is his fault, and I'm going to make that clear right now. We cannot blame God for this. So, that's what Trump decided to do. I know a lot of you are out of work, and you're wondering how you're going to get the next meal. He supposedly passed the stimulus package, and they say that they're going to, excuse me a second. I was getting my battery charger because my phone is about to die. So they say that the news says that the stimulus package was passed, and for individuals that had their tax refunds for 2019 directly deposited, that they will receive this stimulus payment via direct deposit. And for those that didn't, they will obviously have the check mailed. If you didn't file a 2019 tax return yet, they'll look at your 2018 tax return and see if you filed direct deposit. If you had your refund directly deposited, and if you did, they'll use that bank account information to send the monies through via direct deposit. So that's what's going on. I wish I had better news, but I don't. You can research all this online, but I'm going to copy and paste an article below showing that Trump decided to extend the deadline to open up the country to April 30th. Now, what's infuriating to me is that I still see people standing, disobeying the directives, you know what I mean, to distance themselves. Like I see them standing 2-3 feet apart from each other instead of distancing themselves. This virus is really dangerous, and I was reading an article about how an infant in Illinois passed away from this virus. Scientists and doctors said, it cannot strike the young. It's going to strike the elderly. It can be the most vulnerable, or those with pre-existing conditions, or the elderly, the sick, the disabled, not the young. Apparently they're wrong, because there's a spike in cases among the young. So, and that death of an infant in Illinois is proof, as well as a young child, I think it was age 6 or 8 out in England, passed away as well. So I know a lot of people are out of work. Like I said, I was giving out advice, and I said in my previous videos about talking to your creditors to see if you can get any type of extensions. Apply for unemployment if need be. Check with your employer if they have any severance packages available. Use your tax return refund. If you haven't filed your taxes, do it as soon as possible so you can get a refund. That should help carry you through. And if you have a 401k, you might have to tap into that. Borrow against it or something. I'm not a tax specialist. You have to talk to your tax advisor, see if there are any tax implications, but that's the least of your worries right now with what's going on. So just wanted to give you this update real quick, and I wish everybody the best of luck, and try to stay focused. Try not to panic. I know it's bad. That means that with this April 30th extension, that possibly means, I don't know, more job loss. I don't know. I mean, it's just not looking good. But it doesn't mean it can't turn around. Like the Bible says, everything has a season. So just stay strong and stay in your homes unless you're an essential worker. When you have to go out for food or the bank or medical appointment, or like to get prescriptions for a loved one or yourself or something. And sanitize wherever you can in your house. Wash your hands. Just stay safe. And for those of you that aren't aware, I'm not a doctor, but vitamin A, C, and E, and D3, and fish oil are excellent immune boosters. Okay, they don't have a cure for this coronavirus. There's no kind of treatment. So at this point, that exercising, eating right, meditating, most importantly, depending on Jesus, will help boost your immune system in case you do get infected, so you have a fighting chance. Anyway, best of luck to everyone. It doesn't look good. I'm not trying to fearmonger, but I'm not saying it's going to last forever. I believe that this is going to end soon, that everything's going to be okay. It's what I'm hoping for. We have to think positive. Take care.